Welcome back, student. In the previous class, we have studied charging by friction. My dear student, when we take two objects which are neutral and when we rub them against each another, then there is friction between these two bodies. When friction takes place between the two bodies, then some of the negative charge from one body is transferred to the another body. In this way, both the bodies are charged by friction. The body which remains with more number of positive charge is said to be positively charged, and the body which has more number of negative charge is considered to be negatively charged body. So my dear student, by friction we can develop charges on the body. Both the bodies will develop opposite charge by friction we have studied. But my dear student, today we are going to study one more another method of charging a body. We are going to study charging by conduction. Charging by conduction means charging a body by keeping one body in contact with another. So my dear student, let's study charging by conduction. Let's have brainstorming over charging by conduction. Charging by conduction occurs when two bodies with different amount of electric charge come in contact. My dear student, here we are studying charging a body by conduction. In this process, two bodies which does not have equal amount of electric charges are brought in contact with each another. Charging by conduction occurs when two objects with different amount of electric charge come in contact. Then my dear student, the electrons move from one object to another object. My dear student, in charging by conduction, we are going to take two bodies which does not have same number of electric charges. When these two bodies are brought in contact, then there is flow of electrons from one object to another object. Electrons always move from an object with a larger negative charge. Larger negative charge. My dear student, when two objects which does not have same electric charge are brought in contact, then there is transfer of electrons. Electrons are negatively charged. Electrons can move, and the electron will always move from the body which has more number of electron to the body which has less number of electron. Therefore, electrons always move from an object with a larger negative charge to the object with the smaller negative charge. My dear student, again we are studying charging of a body by a process called as conduction. In this process, two bodies are kept in contact. My dear student, here we are going to take two bodies which does not have equal amount of electric charge. When these two bodies which do not have equal amount of electric charges are kept in contact with each another, there is flow of electrons. My dear student, electrons are negatively charged. Electrons are movable. These electrons move from one body to another body. And we have to keep one thing in mind. Electron always move from a body which has high amount of electron to the body which is having low amount of electron. So electron always move from a body which has larger negative charge. Larger negative charge means the body which is having more amount of negative charge to the body, into the body or an object with smaller negative charge, means to a body which is having less negative charge. And in this way we can charge a body by a process called as conduction. Let's see one example. When a negatively charged bar is touched, my dear student, here we are saying that when a negatively charged bar is touched, here my dear student, we have taken a negatively charged bar. What does it mean? If a bar is having negative charge, means the bar is charged, means this bar will have more amount of negative charge. When a negatively charged bar is touched with a neutral object or a neutral sphere, so this is a sphere which is neutral, then as a result of contact, my dear student, when we take a negatively charged bar and keep it in contact with a neutral sphere, then due to this contact, naturally there will be flow of electron, and the electrons will flow from a body which is having high amount of negative charge to the body which is having low amount of negative charge, as we have already discussed. When negatively charged bar is touched with the neutral sphere, then as a result of contact, some of the excess electron, what it is said? Some of the excess. How much? Some. Few. Some of the excess electron on a charged bar, means negative bar. Some of the excess electrons on the charge bar which are repelling each another. My dear student, here when we say that we have taken a negatively charged bar, it means that this bar will have more amount of negative charge. And my dear student, if it will have more amount of negative charge, then we have studied that the like charge will repel each another. So it is said here that when such type of objects are brought in contact, some of the excess electron on a charge bar, some of the excess electrons which are present on the charge bar are repelling each another. So inside a charge bar there are more number of electrons and they are having the same charge. So inside the bar the electrons repel each another. And when such bar is brought in contact with a neutral sphere, then charge bar which are repelling what? Then some of the excess electron on the charge bar which are repelling each another moves into the sphere. As a result, the sphere becomes negatively charged. My dear student, when we talk of a bar and it is charged negatively, means it will have more amount of negatively charged particles. If they have more electrons in them and as they have same charge, the electrons will repel each another. When they are brought in touch with a neutral sphere, these electrons which are repelling each another get transferred to the neutral sphere. And in this way, the neutral sphere also get charged. And this can be done by a process called as charging by conduction. One thing we will keep in mind, whenever we want to charge a body by contact or by conduction, we have to take two bodies which is having unequal amount of charge. Means we have to take two bodies which do not have same number of charges. So one body we have to take a charged body and another body we can take a neutral body. Let's try to understand what happened in the process of conduction, that is charging a body by contact, with an example given. My dear student, here what is said, charging by conduction occur when two objects with different amount of electric charge come in contact. So here we have taken a bar and here we have taken a sphere, and this sphere is mounted on an insulating stand. So we have two objects. But what is said? Charging by conduction occurs when two objects with different amount of electric charge come in contact. So these two bodies will have different amount of electric charge. Here we have taken a bar to be negatively charged, and the sphere we have taken which is neutral. Electrons always move from an object with larger negative charge. My dear student, bar is negatively charged and therefore this object is an object which has large amount of negative charge, and the electrons always move from larger negative charge to the object having smaller negative charge. My dear student, here bar is negatively charged, and when this bar is brought in touch with the neutral sphere, then the electron moves from the negatively charged bar to the sphere. When the bar and the sphere are brought in contact, and in this way sphere can also be charged by a process called as conduction. When a negatively charged bar is touched to the neutral sphere, then the excess amount of electron, on the bar which are repelling each another moves into the sphere. My dear student, here the bar is negatively charged and it has excess negative particles, that is electron. And we have seen, my dear student, when the same charges are close to each another, they repel each another. In a negatively charged bar, the amount of electrons are more, and therefore they will try to repel each another. Due to which what happened? On the surface of a bar, the electrons will get arranged due to excess amount of electron and repulsion between them, and therefore this bar will be called as negatively charged, and the electron will get arranged to the outer surface of the bar. They will repel each another. Then if this is the neutral sphere, so we will not mark any charges on it. Now my dear student, due to the repulsion of electron in a negatively charged bar is brought in contact with a neutral sphere, some of the excess electron moves from a charge, that is from a negatively charged bar to the neutral sphere. Now my dear student, neutral sphere will have same number of negative charge and same number of positive charge. Now what happens? The electrons are transferred. What? Some of the excess electrons are transferred. So here the charges, that is the positive charge and negative charge in the sphere, become unbalanced. And my dear student, here the amount of negative charge in the sphere increase, and therefore the sphere get charged. Now my dear student, if we consider both the object, here you will find that both the object will be charged with the same charge. The sphere and the bar both will develop negative charge, because both of them will have more amount of negative charge in them, and therefore both the object will be charged by a same charge and both the object will be negatively charged. My dear student, from all this brainstorming and this process, we can come to a conclusion. What conclusion can we draw? Conclusion: an object can also be charged by touching. Correct. We have taken two objects and we have charged it by touching each another. This happened because some charge from the charged body get transferred to the uncharged body. Now my dear student, this statement clearly gives us an idea that charging of an object can also be done by touching two objects to each another. And this charging can take place due to the transfer of electron. But what is said? This happens because some charge from charged body, means my dear student, we have to take one charged body and another body will be neutral. And then there is a transfer of electrons from the charged body to the neutral object. This happens because some charge from the charged body get transferred to the uncharged body. This is called charging by conduction. This is called charging by conduction because charging is done by keeping this body in contact with one another. My dear student, here we have taken one body which is charged and another body which is neutral. My dear student, here we have taken one body which is having more amount of negative charge and one body which is neutral. Electrons always move from a body which is having more number of electrons to a body which is having less number of electrons. In this process, we can charge a body by a charged body. And in this way, both the bodies will be charged, but the charges developed on both the bodies will be having the same charge. Therefore, in this case, the body being charged, means a neutral body, acquires the same charge as that of a charged body. So my dear student, here we have taken a sphere which is neutral. We have to charge it. We have charged it by a process called as conduction. Conduction means keeping these two bodies in contact. Then what happened? This neutral body got charged due to the charged body. And now this charged body is having negative charge and the neutral body will also be charged, and this body will also develop negative charge. Negative charge, and therefore we say that in this case the body being charged acquires the same charge as that on the charged body. My dear student, in friction, two bodies are charged, they will develop opposite charge. But in contact, one body can charge the another body. But the charge developed on both the body will be the same. Thank you very much, students. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Bye.